Hi guys, this is Ratchet Throw, and we are playing Criminal Case, Missed Not Past, Case 44, Graveyard Shift. Creepy things are coming for us, and if there are vampires, I don't have a crucifix with me, nor the hammer, or garlic. Isaac, where's the garlic when we need it? Woohoo! We're in Metcon, Damien, who? What the devil was that? It sounds like a howl of... Somebody's watching us. Move! Something's looking in the dark. You're just bats, aren't you? Leave us alone, bats. Be gone! Off you go. What? Just bats with red eyes? Wow. I think they're gone. Lord, for a second there, I thought. Tarnation, I'm not going to stop believing in this vampire hogwash now. But that made me believe it too, so. A trickster the devil made me pretend to combat demonic force where I know it's clever deception, nothing more. Katria, we should listen to nothing but reason. We must push on and find the real cure of Edgar Woe. Actually, we should take a fresh look at Count Damien's castle. Now we're gonna see his coffin. Oh, that's you two drinking, and there's the innkeeper. He looks angry, so what did you two do besides getting drunk? Alright, let's investigate Count Dracula's coffin. Katira busted the door with an infernal creature, but we haven't come this far to be deterred by pity and demons. Let's open it at once. Hey, you found a banknote with the victim's name on it. What are those wood shavings covering the rest? We better collect a sample. Now, these pots and pans belong in the kitchen. The housekeeper didn't lie about the mess Edgar made when he broke into the castle. Let's see if these pots hide a clue. Katira was explosive, pretend a vampire who killed Edgar Woe before they go into hiding at daybreak. Oh, come on, he's not even a vampire. So he does have to hide during the sun. Alright, first let's unlock this black box. What are you hiding here, Dracula? Oh, it's one of these devices again. The rector associate, it's a voice recorder. My word, even a self-styled vampire like how David supposes modern technology. Let's send this device to try and see if you can charm a fresh lead out of it. Let's listen. What was Dracula doing? Alright, now the banknote. Yeah, let's just vacuum this up. God, this won't be enough. Continue vacuuming those wood shards from the bank to reveal the message. Edgar, this won't be enough. Looks like Edgar owed money to someone. But if you record examining these shards on the back, so will tell us more, we should do it at once. Okay. Alright, now let's search this. It's a book. The Wise Witch. Oh! Goddamn, what is this book doing about pots and pans? It's called The Wise Witch. Sharp eye, page is marked with a bookmark. Let's see. Advice to aging ladies. Bath in the blood of a virgin man at midnight and you shall regain your youthful beauty. I don't like this. Bathing in human blood? How repugnant. Kathy, you reckon this could be connected to Edgar's murder? I told us someone did drink his blood. Could we have been too bat in it? You're right, the book's advice is for aging ladies, and there's one living in this castle, the housekeeper. Miss Bat has some explaining to do. I don't like this. I don't like this. Alright, now this wood shards. You identify crushed peanut shells. Well, it didn't look like peanuts, so get the apparent collection from the background is a mixture of sawdust and crushed peanut shells. Sawdust and peanut shells? From my limited experience, there are things one might find in a drinking establishment. The smell must have come from the tavern. So let's not forget the message on the banknote. Katia, you reckon Edgar had a financial dispute at the steak and garlic? I reckon we must talk to the innkeeper to find out. Oh, so he owed you money because he just refuse to pay for drinks? Must be that. Alright, first let's go talk to Bats. Mrs. Bats found this book among your pots. I bet you're a believer in witchcraft. Don't be silly, but yeah, the wise witches of witchcraft just lighted the table for the ladies, and everyone's clever enough to read poetry, you know? Light entertainment. So you didn't really believe that draining the blood of young Edgar would restore your youthful beauty. Why are you insinuating, Detective Buttons, that I'm not youthful and as beautiful as I am? I don't need no witchcraft for that, I'll have you know. Besides, young Edgar wasn't a virgin, and I loathe to cover myself in blood for nothing. Heck, I don't even like cutting fish. We'll take your word for it, Mrs. Bats, but expect Katia finds out Edgar's blood is on your hands, you'll be scrubbing the prison floor before long. Okay? Now let's go talk to Innkeeper. Mr. Ola, we found the message you wrote to Edgar on this banknote. Did you forget to pay his bill? But the devil's hip flash, I don't think you'd find it, Katia. Yes, I admit it's true. The scoundrel owed me 348 shillings. Edgar came here every night. Sometimes he brought his pal, sometimes his lady friend. They always drank my best red wine. I knew Edgar had money, but he always promised to pay tomorrow. And when I insisted he settled his bill, he threw 5 shillings in my face. So he decided to collect the debt by making Edgar pay with his life. Oh, I didn't need to kill Edgar, so yeah, I knew the vampires and the woman would take care of him. I only wish they'd taken his useless friend too. So you only know about vampires. And, oh, those two could be the killers. Let's check out this recording device. What does it have to say? Hello, Katia. I expect you wish to hear about this machine from Count David's castle. Charles, already, you look positively haggard. What's troubling you? I'm so busy developing a recorded telephone company. Man is starting to bemoan the fact that she never sees me despite living together. But the pod always seeks knowledge, and I have a lot of knowledge to seek about running a company. Anyway, your machine, the Count mainly used to record spooky noises, presumably to play them in the castle to scare off visitors. That would surprise me. The Count is rather unsociable and intent on making people believe he's a vampire. But there's more. The machine also recorded a conversation between Edgar and the Count. When the Count announced he was a vampire craving human blood, Edgar burst out laughing. The more the Count insisted that he was immortal and in command of an army of werewolves, the harder Edgar laughed. Well, of course he did so. Edgar didn't fall for the Count's performance. I'd applaud his healthy skepticism, but the Count probably thought it discourteous. And why the Count retaliated by killing Edgar in a classic vampire fashion? You reckon he must talk to him again. Is he a vampire or not? Hello, Count Dracula. Care for a glass of red wine, Speckatia? It's the closest thing to blood I can find, and I don't mind sharing. Technically, you're not here to enjoy your hospitality. Speckatia found a recording of your encounter with Edgar Woe. That little scoundrel humiliated me in my own home, as if trespassing in the middle of the night wasn't enough. He called me a circus clown. He asked if he could try on my fangs. Jesus, dude. Count Damien, please. Forgive me, Spectre, but you must admit that my vampire impersonations are painstakingly sophisticated. Surely it wouldn't have killed Edgar to let out a polite scream. No, it wouldn't have, but having the blood drain from his body certainly did. So the vampire wouldn't have time for these accusations. You'll just have to prove them yourself. But hurry, dawn is close. And if I stay out in the dawn, you won't be there if you're a vampire, because you're not supposed to be on the sun, so... Katia, they say it's always darkest before the dawn, and I see no ray of hope in this macro case. We discovered that Edgar offended Count Damien by mocking his vampire impersonation, which may have driven the Count to kill Edgar exactly like a vampire would have. Meanwhile, Mrs. Bats was reading about bathing in the blood of virgins. She said this was just literature, but the lines between reality and fiction seemed blurry in people's minds in Green Chapel. Our most rational thoughts were maybe the innkeeper who was simply trying to collect the money the victim owed him. Katia, how are we to ascertain which one they killed Edgar Woe? Do you reckon we should return to the cemetery? Then let the light of reason illuminate our path. No more bats! I don't want any more bats. Alright, let's investigate the graveyard for one more time. My words, looks like a broken container. It's covered in blood. Richard told us that the killer pumped Edgar's blood into a container. Contained this broken glass must be it. We should restore it at once. Well, set me to be a fool. Bottle so. And that copper ball has some dirt inside. Collect that sample might prove informative. Do I see the first rays of hope pierce the dark clouds of our night, Katria? Let's examine these clues at once. Let's do that. Let's get out of here. I don't want to be here anymore at the graveyard. At night. This is it. Get that, this devil did a container with a patch. That hose attached probably stood to drain the victim's blood into the bottle. I concur, we just should examine this upon at once. We may have found our murder weapon at last. But we found a syringe already. Oh, it doesn't count. You didn't count that as a murder weapon. Okay. Let's set a dirt for the boat to be all without delay. Daybreak is close and our killer may be closer. Well, I'm just waiting for a daybreak. Let's first check out this blood pump. That was Fisher, why did you glean from this apparatus Katrina found in the cemetery? The evidence speaks for itself, Katia. Blood on the glass is definitely the victims, and the mechanism is perfectly suited to drain the blood of a man on Edgar's build. It's sure this is indeed a blood pump the killer used to exsanguinate the victim. Katia, it's not as if we needed more proof that our killer is a vampire but a cunning mortal, but this will seal their fate. Wait until you hear what I've also discovered. Strand of blood here was stuck inside the glass, and as you know, Edgar had dark hair, so this must be the killer's. Our killer may have fair hair, but their heart is as dark as the night. But now we are step close to bringing them to justice. He's blonde. And now this dirt. Continue, this dirt you found in the bowl is ash. More specifically, ash of goat bones. Goat bones? Quite right, Katia. I recall Evie saying the killer used the ashes of goat bones to write on that statue you found. Tell us, was there anything that someone that may lead us to our killer? Identify traces of sulfamic acid in your sample. It is a water-soluble compound most commonly used to polish silver jewelry. So here with silver jewelry. The acid has just been handed to us on a silver platter. Okay. There you have all the evidence to arrest the pretended vampire who killed Edgar Woe. Let reason triumph over their deception at last. Okay. And who was it? It's not his friend. It's not even the innkeeper. Oh, I thought it was going to be her for a moment, but she... Oh wait, does this, does the necklace count as a silver jewelry? Wait, what about, no, nothing. Nothing. Well, he's not blonde, we can rule him out already. So it was her. Why did you kill him? You were his views. What went wrong? Is it? Yeah. Guilty. I believe you are arrested for the murder of Edgar Woe. Such chilly words, can you strike terror into my heart? Your heart is as fate as you pretend miserable. You had the macabre courage to kill Edgar and leave bloodless in the cemetery. I never set foot in the cemetery. Creatures of evil wander there, preying upon the souls of mortals. Those evil creatures are your own conjectures, but the vampire symbol you painted on the statue didn't fully Spectria. Terrible accusations. Edgar was my beloved, best to omen upon me by the angels. Why would I drain the blood from his body, the color from his cheeks? Why, they found a syringe and a blood puppy used to fabricate a vampire attack, but the blood here stuck to the bottle came from you. Confess, Annabelle, why did you kill the man who loved you, who saw you as his muse? His muse! Me and every other woman in town. If that scoundrel didn't want to get killed, he should have played around. Edgar was unfaithful to you? You could say that. A week ago I chanced upon his secret notebook and found his love poems to Lenore and Morella and who knows how many others. Turns out he'd been carrying on without a woman behind my back for years. Not that they all believed they were the only ones. I wasted my best years on Edgar. I turned down pretty good marriage proposals, and all I got in return was a drunkard and a cheat. Well, tonight I finally had enough. I found him so drunk he didn't even feel the prick of my needle in his neck. Watching his blood drain into the jar was curiously satisfying. He'd broken my spirit, so I took his blood. Well, you do have one thing in common with vampires. You killed in cold blood. You're under arrest for murder. Okay. I believe you said accused of murdering your beloved Edgar Woe. How do you plead? Guilty, Your Honor. For years I hoped that Edgar would get his head out of the closet, propose to me and look after me like a real man. But he can say he wanted a muse, not a wife. Well, it turns out he had more than one muse. He had at least 3. Draining the blood from his body seemed like a fitting end to him, and I thought leaving him in the cemetery at night would create the perfect illusion of a vampire attack. You thought your vampire soil fully Spectria? You accounted for the police and justice even more monstrous than the murder you committed. I believe you're sentenced to life without parole. You should walk the streets of Concordia again as a free citizen, nevermore. Prison for life? Tash, I'll never have a chance to be happily married now. Why, you should have killed that. God damn, what a tragic waste. Annabelle killed a man, fueled by jealousy, and ruined her own life as well. But you're right, disguising a murder as a vampire attack is not the sort of thing the devil is known for. You reckon the elusive mastermind helped play Master Murder Santa Fog also had a hand in Annabelle's vampire decoy? You're right, you must dig deeper to find answers. Let's reconvene and face this devil once and for all. Well, it was supposed to look like a vampire attack, so this must be devil's work. Alright, we're gonna stop here. We're gonna continue playing Lost Souls number 2. So, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like this video, and I'll see you again. Goodbye!